So what social media outlets were you guys on?
The social media outlets I used were the SLA Moodle chat, and as well as Twitter.
Yeah, I just used the SLA Moodle chat.
Okay. Describe your experience on those websites.
I think the experience of using the social media format was really interesting in that I think the original intent of it was for clarification for the most part of, if you're confused about a particular thing that the president is saying, you would use you would ask your peers. And then it turned into something else as the State of the Union was going on. And it turned into something truly for understanding, all the different themes of the State of the Union, different aspirations and goals of the president and of all of the struggles and adversities that our country is facing and still has to overcome.
Yeah, I agree with Justin. I had a very good experience with the SLA Moodle chat. I was confused on a couple things that the president was talking about in the State of the Union, so I asked a couple questions. I also answered a couple of questions that other people had. But after halfway through his State of the Union, we started going over, and we became very opinionated and critical on what he was saying, because a lot of us agreed on what he wanted to do, and we didn't think it was possible what he could do. So it was a really good source to bring all of our ideas together.
Did this assignment help you to make connections between school and other assignments that we've done, like that, like in history or State of the Union in real life or school in real life? Just any connections that you guys have made? Could you give some examples of how this assignment helped you do that?
I think that this assignment allowed us to do something that I think we always do in this school, is that which is focus on the big picture, opposed to focusing on, okay, he would like to do this, and this is, the percentage of people that this particular act would help, and, kind of arbitrary facts. And instead it allowed us to focus on the big picture and the big thematic points in the speech. And so it allowed me to take all of those big points, I guess you could say, and kind of relate them to our school, our city, our world, and like that.
I think it really helped us use our collaboration skills on the SLA Moodle chat, because during that unit in history, we were discussing business and Roosevelt as a president and what he did. So we really connected the Roosevelt presidency in class to the State of the Union, so it really helped us collaborate our ideas about both the unit in history and the actual State of the Union.
Okay. Describe the bingo portion of our homework.
Bingo portion was a bit of fun, kind of just dipping into how repetitive politics can be. And just kind of, it was a bit of fun in watching the whole State of the Union, but it also kind of opened our eyes on how, how repetitive these guys can get at times, these politicians.
Yeah, the bingo, when I was making my bingo card, I really just looked at the current events on CNN and started writing down a whole bunch of current events, and I can really pick what the president was going to say in the State of the Union. It's so obvious what he was going to say. Wrote it all down, and I got a complete bingo. I covered every space in my board. It was really, it made me want to watch the speech and see if I actually won, so it was a good idea.
Cool. Would you recommend this assignment to classrooms across the country, and if so, why?
I would recommend this assignment because I feel that this is a way in which you can take this medium, this very public medium of social media, and very popular medium, as we all know, kids love social media, and utilize it in a way in which people are both entertained and informed. And I think it's very rare and very difficult to do that in the kind of traditional classroom setting of, watch the State of the Union, write down all of these, specific points that the president would say, and we'll talk about in class tomorrow. And it really connects on a level that a lot of people understand, and it also allows them to internalize information in a way that's better than the traditional.
I would highly recommend it to other classrooms because, like, other classrooms, I think they would really benefit from using this already available technology to them, like being able to collaborate with their fellow students, like while the speech is going on. It's like instead of just having like to do the typical classroom, take notes on the speech. What did he talk about? We're gonna have a quiz on it tomorrow. You actually get talking about what the president's saying, and it makes you think, and that's how you actually understand what he's saying.
Cool. Was this your first time watching the State of the Union?
Second. I think this was my second time watching the State of the Union.
I think this was my third time watching the State of the Union, but it was the most interesting because I got to talk about it.
Okay. And did you enjoy this assignment overall?
Yes, I enjoyed this assignment very much because I believe it's a perfect representation of, I think, entertainment and education. I think that's great.
Yeah, I really like the assignment. I think I just have no idea what to say. Let me think.
Couldn't beat that, could you? Entertainment and education just knocked you out.
Yeah, I think it was a good assignment. I mean, do I like to respond to this question?
I mean, if you
Yeah,
want
I
to.
don't have an answer.
Okay, cool. Thank you, guys.